What's good, YouTube? Lan-hikaru here, back again once again with the next episode of Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Now we've almost finished like our tutorial phase in this game. We've got a bit more to do. I was kind of wrong in the last episode. I thought we were completely finished, but then I realised, hey, this is the Digimon Story game and we need to go and finish the first chapter altogether before we're out and have free reign to do what we need to do. As promised, we'll do a little team recap before when every episode starts. We're still rocking with Koromon and Hagurumon. This probably won't change for a little while longer, but up until then, let's move on. And we have some story to do. Hope everyone's having a good day. Today was my older sister's birthday, so I was having something akin to fun with them. 無事に戻ってこれたじゃないか。当然の帰結。推測通りの結果だが。You made it back in one piece, didn't you? I wouldn't have expected anything different. Still, those abilities border on the unreal. Maybe the reason you still adhere to physical laws has to do with the instinctual fear present in all physical organisms. This is truly fascinating. Pardon me, Kyo-chan. My second favorite character in this entire game so far. There you go again, sneaking up on me, old man. Whoops, I'm sorry. I did it again. And could you stop calling me Kyo-chan? It's embarrassing. That's a childhood nickname. What's going to happen, my dear? You'll always be Kyo-chan to me. No matter how old you get, or how brilliant of a detective you become. How long have you been there? What have you heard? I just got here. Is something wrong? You have a client? Sorry. Were you going over a case? No. This is, well, a client of sorts, though of a somewhat unconventional nature. Oh. Just who are you then? I'm an assistant detective. Let me introduce you. This is Detective Matayoshi. He's an old friend from when my father ran the agency, and I trust him completely. He's the most elite detective the force has on cybercrime. Looks are deceiving, you were thinking. Well, I suppose I don't exactly fit the mold. But if I did, I'd never be able to tag along with the shadier element. Whoops, slip of the tongue. So, is there something afoot? If it's the case, sit on the sofa and wait a bit. I'll whip up some tasty coffee. Little heads up for you guys. Kyoko makes terrible coffee, but you will see examples of her trying to make coffee. No thank you. There's no case today. No need for coffee. I heard a rumor about Eden syndrome. I thought you might be interested, Kyo-chan. Let's hear it then. No need to worry about my assistant, old man. This is something with a rather special connection with Eden. My assistant has a potential to become something of a specialist in the field. Let's hear what you have to say. I see. If you can vouch for your assistant, that's fine. The rumor concerns a special ward in the hospital where they're isolating Eden syndrome patients. Oh, do I need to explain what Eden syndrome is to your future specialist? Please do. It's a rare condition where Eden users suddenly lose consciousness and are unable to wake up. We see more and more patients each year, but the cause, symptoms and treatment remain a mystery. There is a special ward in Central Hospital for Eden patients. Treatment and a search for a cure is underway, but information is being kept heavily restricted. There are facilities even relatives can't enter. The rumor is that they're concealing facts to help protect Kamishiro's image. This remains firmly in the in rumor territory for now. My ears and eye are both killing me on opposite sides of my head. But lately there have been happenings behind the scenes at the Central Hospital. Behind the scenes? Scenes? Meaning Kamishiro Enterprises, right? Yes, the hospital is under Kamishiro's control. The same Kamishiro who ran the Eden Network. A number of patients is increasing and the symptoms are getting worse. Now, of all times, is when Kamishiro needs some needs to come clean and remain silent. I'm kind of reading this with one eye right now because my right eye is really blurry. Kind of been up for a long time today. An alarming number of people are being admitted to the hospital in question, and security in the special ward has allegedly been beefed up. Oops, someone's upset my nephew again. This means something is afoot. It's going to happen eventually. Indeed, yes. Beyond after all, we can toast the agency's success. Look at the time, I'd better be getting back to the station. Sorry, but I'll have to save the toast for another time. See you later. I'd watch out for her coffee, especially the colour and the solid chunks floating in it. I fear the day is coming when I'll be forced to actually taste her coffee. The day won't be pretty. Oh, Matayoshi knows the truth. It was, as he said, fresh info on the Eden syndrome is hard to come by. Kamashiro's behind-the-scenes restrictions are doing their job, and the security will only be ramped up all the more from here on out. There's something very strange happening in Eden. Then you show up in your weird body at the same time. Kamashiro apparently is on the move. Is this a mere coincidence? No. It all has to be connected. The rationale is plain as day. No leap in logic necessary. I'm heading to the Central Hospital. I need to get as much info as I can before security is stepped up. I'd be thrilled if you come with me. You might be able to get some info with your current on your current state. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be. No, in your case, let's go with open sesame. You already? I will warn you again. This game is an RPG of sorts, I guess. So, elements of the story are given to us very heavily with very long cutscenes. So, you have been warned and advised once more. Again, it's kind of in the name of the title. Digimon story games are very story driven, while Digimon world games are a bit more free flowing and open plan. It's still very story heavy, but there's a lot of questing and stuff. The Digimon games are really good at kind of being part of the overarching RPG adventure monster collection genre, but their different sets of titles tend to do things differently. Of course, this is excluding the Rumble games, which are fighting games. Let's try direct negotiating to get us into the special ward. What else can I do? I'll give you instructions later. Until then, gather information around the hospital. Cool. Ask questions is the most fundamental cornerstone of detective work. I wasn't joking when I said you could become a specialist in the field, my dear prospective assistant. Become a GP and record my activities on a chart, or become a boy with shining red cheeks. It's really a lot of fun. I have no clue what she just said in terms of understanding what she really meant. Kyoko's character is super intelligent, but sometimes she says things that don't quite make sense. Guess they're having fun with my nephew this evening. Oh, why she's asking me? Hello. So let's ask some questions. So there are frequently moments in this game where we just have to go around, talk to every NPC that we can find. And then things will happen. Their dialogue isn't really important, although there are some that are rather important to like framing the world, and I will make sure that I stop and read out their dialogue, because their dialogue's a bit more important. So that means she's the last one. Wait, did I miss one? Oh yeah, I did. So we go up to the next level. So quite a lot of these people are either here for general things and not much else. Yeet. Where's the Kenny one? The last thing we have to do is attempt to go up to the next floor. Anyone without permission is prohibited from entering this area. In other words, get out. It's me. We can ride the elevator to the special ward floor, but we can't enter the rooms without permission. It goes without saying we have no such permission. What do we do now? We can take out the 2 guards and hack our way past the door, which is likely locked, to get into the room. This is what I call a frontal attack, but it takes time to prepare and the risks are high. Let's not rely on a frontal attack now. We'll trust your abilities, our trump card. The terminal in the nurse's station should connect to the hospital network. I don't have this to spell it out for you, do I? Connection jump! Should we go back to the general ward? No, we go back down the main stairwell. So, now the game will explain to us what connection jump is. And this just allows us to move from the human world to a digital space or network via a terminal. So essentially what we do at an Eden terminal is what we can do for here. And there'll be lots of these all over the game. And they can take us from one physical place to another, or into a device. So think, if you've ever played a Mega Man game, think of it that way. When you jack in your net navi, that's from the physical world, where the operator is, into a digital network. Or if you played Star Force, which are like the pinnacle of Mega Man games, it's from our world to the EM Wave world. So let's see who's here. We've got a Montemon and we've got a Tenemon. Yeah. Okay, I'm not that rusty. Jesus. Let's see how much physical damage Koromon does. Still more. Okay. Koromon, you might get benched. You're meant to be rookie level. Koromon's doing more physical damage than you. Give him the chomp. Hum. I actually don't think Koromon's physical attack is that much higher. 28. 51. 51. Jesus, man, Koromon is strong, bro. What I might do between episodes is do some grinding and generate some Digimon. You managed to get here without incident, just as I expected it would go. Let's move into action. Get the data from the room at the back and keep your eyes out on patients. Leave it to me. I leave it to you, my prospective assistant. If I leave now, I'll be caught by security. Don't want that, bro. No way. Is this me? Is this my physical body? That was a shock, but I wasn't expecting to see my own body in such good shape. I should be happy, I suppose. But if I am being kept in an isolation ward, then I must really have Eden syndrome. We got some information to read. A mysterious illness whereby people suddenly fall into a coma while connected to the Eden network. Originally, the term was given to insistent vomiting and other symptoms common with those unused to spending time in the digital world. But now Eden syndrome is used to describe the more serious malady. Yes, that word is correct. I did not realize you could use it that way. Of inexplicable loss of consciousness while connected to the Eden network. After being extended time in a coma, the body weakens and becomes more susceptible to the complications. In worst cases, this has led to death. File 2. Treatment of Eden syndrome. No effective treatment has been found for Eden syndrome. Research continues into treatments and causes of the unexplained illness. Association with the Kamashiro Enterprise. Eden is a large-scale digital space operated by Kamashiro Enterprises, deeply affiliated with government agencies. Eden's business areas are expanding quickly. Immediate improvements in user training must be provided to warn users against the long login times. Furthermore, the Eden interfaces use Kamashiro Enterprises proprietary technology, making future research sharing problematic. Why are you here? This area is supposed to be off limits for guards watching the only entrance. How did you get in there? Did you do something to the guards? Whoever you are. Don't answer a question with a question. Answer me. I didn't. I answered with a statement. I'm just a plain old detective assistant. Wait, is Kuremi? I see. Well, never mind then. You came to investigate Eden syndrome, right? Was there something you wanted to ask? I'll answer your questions. Don't get me wrong, I'm trying to come clean in order to clear my own name here. I'm in debt to Kamashiro, so if you have a few questions, I can answer them, I think. What should I ask? Who's that patient? This patient here? They just brought him in. They were here a few days ago. Are you worried about them? Oh, you two look exactly alike. Did you have a twin perhaps? Nah, a bit more complicated than that, B. I see, that's quite a coincidental resemblance then. What happens? Well, as you can see, patients with Eden syndrome fall into a coma. I've heard no other symptoms. Do you know something? My apologies, I'm exhausted. Do you know someone who has shown others? No, not yet. Is there a cure for the syndrome? I've never heard of anyone recovering from it. Someone I know has been stuck in a deep sleep for full 8 years now. I'm sure he'll be fine someday. I'm sure he'll wake up. For now, all I can do is wait. That's a misunderstanding, a mistake. Kamashiro wanted to find a cure for Eden syndrome too. That's why he built a special ward and have specialists working around the clock looking for a cure. It's ridiculous that anyone should suffer because of Eden. I've got to do something. I apologize for interrupting such an important conversation, but you have uninvited guests. Whenever this character appears, I will not read her dialogue because I think the Japanese voice acting is amazing. I wish they did English, but her speech pattern is so unique, and if I'm honest, probably not safe for YouTube. Probably not safe. I will just remain silent as she speaks. Miss Ray, we weren't expecting you today. Ray Kishibe, making the rounds behind the scenes. I'm curious what Kamashiro's bigwig is doing here. We got the information we need. Now you have to get out of here. No need to overstay our welcome. Whoops, I've got visitors as well. I'll meet you in the lobby then. Don't rush. Don't make a fuss. Hide quick. Miss Ray, what happened today? I don't recall seeing your name on the approved visitors list. Are you worried about me being all on my lonesome? That is the stupidest idea. Nothing. Nothing special. Yes. I mean, no. No, it's... No, it's nothing like that. Wow. Bandai and the people who wrote this game are forward thinking, bro. Forward thinking. To think this game came out like 2017. They are so forward thinking, I love it. Something very strange about this woman. Crap. No. Big nope. Yeet. Out here, boy.
大人の階段をホップステップジャンプ。
She's way too excited about talking about these things. Woman, stop.
なんだ、誰もいないじゃない。でも優子ちゃん、別に構わないのよ。彼氏の一人や二人や3ダースくらい連れ込んでも。私なんて優子ちゃんくらいの時にはうふふ。
I do not want to know what you were doing when you were her age with the way you talk. No thank you. You just told me that I can come in here with a dozen boyfriends, and then the conversation before then, you said, oh, if it's not a boyfriend, it could be a girlfriend. Like, what are you? Are you okay?
それじゃあ本命の彼の様子覗きに行こっか。私たちが揃って顔を見せたらきっと喜ぶんじゃないかな。はい。
Sure.
あの人どこ。
A connection jumped. B? Yeet. I'm out of here, dude. Oh. Toyomon. These are both physical. That's why I'm not doing the damage I need. It really sucks because Hagoromon, again, is a magic attacker and his primary move is a physical attack. Mentioned in the last episode, there are Digimon who have moves that do not, special moves that do not correlate with their differences in stats. That headbutt was weird. First cross chain. Or can napalm? Let's try out Koromon's new ability, which is a physical attack, 65 damage on one foe with 95 accuracy. So this is an example of an attack that is of element that does additional damage to a Digimon of a different element. Just know that Tanemon is a in training level 2 Digimon, so they're about the same level as Koromon. So this is gonna hurt. Wow, 156. Gaia element, if I remember correctly, is a plant element physical attack. Let's get out of here. Oops, sorry, duck. You escaped the predicament all on your own. I see, I knew you could do it. Now, then, shall we head back? Yes, let's get this over and done with, because this episode must end soon. I can't imagine that the shock of seeing your own body from the outside is like. If we think of it like an out-of-body experience, maybe we can find a solution. Will the first Eden syndrome patient to exhibit these particular symptoms, the first irregular among them? Simply knowing that is a major step in getting to the bottom of this. We can't rush the investigation. We mustn't hurry things along. Stay cool, stay calm. Doggedly, with all your might, exhibit endurance like a hard black iron. My father used to say that all the time. But back to the issue at hand. What do you plan to do next? I don't know. You don't want to return? Don't you want to return to your original body? Don't you want to know the truth of what happened? Duh. Then it's decided you should work as my assistant. There are many cases dealing with Eden and cybercrime. The more work you do, the more clues you will be able to find. Don't worry, I'm certain of your potential. While you're at it, I'll cover your room and board. Besides, with your talent, who else is better suited for cybercrime investigation? I'm expecting great things. Excellent, we have an agreement. From this point forward, you are my assistant cyber sleuth. Have a seat on the sofa and wait. I'll make some coffee, we'll drink, toast to celebrate. Seaweed and red bean paste coffee. My speciality. Oh, I know it looks all fancy, but wait until you get a load of the flavour and aroma. Here's to you, Cyber Sleuth. Let's get down to it. I have something for you. First duty to kick off your new career as a cyber sleuth. In Nakano, if Nakano is going to be your base of operation, you should make the rounds and introduce yourself to the various establishments here. You'll be depending on these places a lot, so it's important you know who they are. Oh yeah, let me explain about the whiteboard. Hanging on the wall, right of my desk, is the whiteboard. You see it? You can accept cases from there. It's better than book learning. I'll put some simple cases on the whiteboard, check them out, and start working on some cases. Chapter 2, Search for the Father, Yuko Yamashina. Oops, I kind of missed that prompt. So that's where we're going to leave the episode for now. We're now in chapter 2. How we're going to move forward from now on is I will do any grinding and small quests in between episodes, so I can grind up and do what I need to do, as well as hurry up the pace. To move on between chapters, there are certain prerequisite cases that need to be completed. One thing I need to make sure is that I don't complete those cases in between episodes, actually do them on screen for you guys to show you which prerequisite quests you have to do, and then do those quests, the chapter missions. Now, hopefully, if everything goes to plan and I have a decent chunk of this done, we should be pretty far into the game by the summer, and then there's going to be a small grace period because I am more than likely going on holiday. So obviously close to the time, I will state in an episode of Digimon when I'm going on holiday and how long for. So just giving you a heads up now. I feel like it's important to let everyone know what's going on and what the plan is moving forward. I got a couple of days off this week coming, so expect a couple episodes to come back to back, because I'm gonna kind of make up for the almost month between episode 2 and episode 3. So with that, usual sign off. I've been your boy Lan, the ultimate form. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share with your family and friends. Hit up all my social media links in the description below. Check out my other videos on my channel. I do a lot of Monster Hunter and some other things. I guess I'll catch you guys later. Peace.